Hi guys, Olive here today to tell you what is on my April 2018 TBR. As you may have seen in my last video, which was a life update video, my life has been pretty crazy recently and I suspect it's going to be a little bit crazy for the next few weeks to come. In anticipation of that, I did try to make this TBR a little bit more reasonable while still feeling like somewhat of a challenge. The first book that I'm hoping to pick up in April is off of my 2018 Classics TBR, and that is Villette by Charlotte Bronte. I have not read any Charlotte Bronte since I read and loved Jane Eyre before I even started this channel, so I feel like it's about time I pick up another one of her books. Plus, this Penguin English Library edition has one of my favorite covers of all time. And considering that April is tax month here in the United States, I am also planning to read The Joy of Tax by Richard Murphy. As you may or may not know, I studied accounting, and during my program I took more than one class on taxes. During those classes I developed a real interest in tax and tax theory, and I thought I would learn about it during this, the month of taxes. A new release that comes out this month that I already have a hold on at the library is The Female Persuasion by Meg Wolitzer. I have read quite a few Meg Wolitzer books now, and I always really enjoy everything she writes. To be completely honest, I don't even know what this book is really about. All I really needed to know is that it's by Meg Wolitzer, which is unusual for me because I typically like to go into books knowing what to expect. All I know is I can't wait to get started on this one when it comes in at the library. Because I'm planning on reading a Bronte novel this month, I thought it would also be appropriate to read Romancing Miss Bronte by Juliet Gale. This is historical fiction that focuses on the lives of the Bronte sisters, but particularly Charlotte. For whatever reason, I've been on a Bronte kick lately, so I thought I would complement the Bronte novel with this piece of historical fiction. A non-fiction selection that I will be picking up this month is The Woman Who Would Be King by Kara Cooney. This is a work of history all about Hatshepsut, ancient Egypt's longest reigning female pharaoh. From the sounds of it, it seems like she was a real badass, and I cannot wait to read this book. Another newer release that I will be picking up this month is Sourdough by Robin Sloan. I just recently hauled this book in my latest book haul. In that video, I mentioned that I had been saving this book for the springtime. For whatever reason, when the weather starts to get warmer, I like to read happier, more uplifting books. And while I can't say for certain that this book will provide that, Robin Sloan's previous book, Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, definitely had those vibes, and it seems like this one is going to be somewhat similar. And then when I was going through my books and organizing them to create the setup that you now see behind you here in our new place, I was seeing a lot of books that I've owned for a really long time that I've sort of forgotten about. One of those books was The Palace of Curiosities by Rosie Garland. If memory serves, I think I hauled this book in one of my first ever book hauls on this channel. And considering that would have been back in 2015, I think it's about time that I picked this up. Also, it is so gorgeous. It definitely caught my eye for that reason. It is set in Victorian England and is all about a circus. Needless to say, I'm very excited to pick this one up finally. And then the only thing left to do is pick my random book off of my TBR for the month. If you've never seen me do this, what I do is go to my Goodreads to-read shelf, use a random number generator to select 3 books at random as my options, and then I select one book of those 3 options to read for the month. Option number 1 is May We Borrow Your Language by Philip Gooden. Option number 2 is A Splendid Exchange: How Trade Shaped the World from Prehistory to Today by William J. Bernstein. And option number 3 is The Man Who Spoke Snakish. I have no idea how to pronounce this author's name. That is definitely something I'm going to have to look up. Since I already have this book on Audible and have been meaning to get to it, I'm definitely choosing this one. So those are all of the books that I am hoping to read in April. I would love to hear from you if you've read any of these books, if you've heard about them, if you want to read them now that you've heard about them here. You can put that or any other comments or questions you may have in the comment section below, or you can reach me on a variety of different places on social media, and the links to all of my profiles are linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.